and welcome to Spring into Storytime. I'm Mary from Merino Library, and my story for you today is The Children of Lir by Laura Ruth Maher, illustrated by Conor Busuttil and published by the O'Brien Press. Let's get started. On a little green island in days of old, a story of magic and courage was told. There once stood a fortress, 4 children lived here, along with their father, the mighty King Lir. The children were cheerful, they laughed and they played. Fionnuala was eldest, and next there came Aid. Fiacre was tallest, and smallest was Con. They hopped, skipped and jumped from dusk until dawn. One day while the children played hurling outside, Lir looked at them laughing, it filled him with pride. He gazed at the sun and the birds in the sky, but was suddenly startled by a strange passer-by. They were covered in rags and bent like a spoon. Lir expected no visitors on this bright afternoon. He became wary when this wanderer appeared, but he was brave and courageous. There was nothing he feared. From out of the window he yelled, "Who goes there?" The stranger stepped forward and let down her red hair. Her rags disappeared. She stood tall, straight and narrow. Her beauty pierced Lir like a fast-moving arrow. "A woman," said Lir, "here at my fortress? I'm always quite careful not to give out my address." The children ran over. They were truly excited. A new mother, they thought, and became quite delighted. "I am Aoife," she said, "and I've travelled so far. I have heard all about the great king that you are." As soon as Lir saw her, his heart filled with love. It fluttered so fast like the wings of a dove. At once they were married. Now Aoife was queen, but beneath her great beauty lay a heart that was mean. Lir's love for his children made her seethe in dismay. Her hatred and jealousy grew day by day. The children tried hard to keep joyous and glad. Their father was happy, but their new mam made them sad. "Be brave and courageous like father," they'd say. "Look after each other, we'll all be okay." One day Aoife said kindly, "Come children, let's play. A game by the lake, it's a bright sunny day." The children all thought, maybe at last Aoife really did love them, and ran very fast. Down to the shore where Aoife was standing, with a wand in her hand, she became quite demanding. "Into the water, all of you go. I won't say it again." But the children yelled, "No!" She lifted her arms and started to speak strange magic words that gave Fiacre a beak. Next was Fionnuala, then it was Con. Last but not least, A's nose too was gone. "As swans you will live for 900 years, until a sweet sound should ring in your ears. Not any old sound, but the toll of a bell will finish my magic and rupture the spell. There's a man with great power, he's one of a kind, the sorcerer you want, but he's one you won't find. Do not seek, do not search, for he cannot be found. He'll make himself known when the time comes around. Wings, white feathers, a beak and webbed feet." The children were outraged by Aoife's deceit. They shouted for Lir, they called in a flurry. Lir heard the kerfuffle and started to hurry. "Come, father, please help us. You cannot trust her." "Where are my children?" Lir said in a fluster. "They're gone at last. We can now be together." Aoife mischievously grinned, holding on to a feather. The king, he got angry. Oh, he got mad. He used all the powers and magic he had to curse his wife Aoife, this hateful, vile queen, into an air demon, no more to be seen. Lir started to cry. He ran straight to the water. "These birds do not look like my sons and my daughter." Con swam to his father. He beckoned the others. Swans they may be, but still sister and brothers. Do not worry, Father, please do not weep. We will not despair, for our love is too deep. Be brave and courageous, as you always said. Lir dried up his tears and smiled at them instead. 300 years spent in the lake by their home, knowing full well they had further to roam. When their father had passed and turned into a star, the children decided to fly pretty far. Across the sea of Moyle for 300 more, up high in the sky, through harsh winds they would soar. Their wings were vast, they enjoyed taking flight. This part about being a swan was all right. Through this treacherous weather they flew on, brave Fionnuala, Fiachra, Aid and Con, till at last through a gap in the clouds was the shore of Inishglora, the island they were searching for. 300 years left, they would joyfully sing as they huddled together, tail, beak and wing. The weeks turned to months, the months turned to years, when they heard a faint sound that would bring them to tears. It wasn't, it can't be, they said to each other. But they heard it again. Quickly go, said their brother. They hurried and scurried, they swam and they flew to the top of the island. It couldn't be true. There, standing tall with a bell in his hand, was Makua, the most powerful man in the land. He raised his bell high and rang it out loud. All at once they were wrapped in a thick magic cloud. The spell had been broken, the children were free. They couldn't contain their excitement and glee. 4 sighs of relief as they started to change. Being children again was a nice kind of strange. The magic surrounded them, lifted them high, just enough time to say thank you, goodbye. And there among the stars they lived happily after, back with their father, all smiles, love and laughter. Well, I hope you enjoyed that lovely rhyming version of the Children of Lir. See you next time. Bye for now.